1. 不原谅不复婚她另攀高枝. After her husband's betrayal leads to heartbreak and a tragic miscarriage, Xiao Wei, she ends their 7-year marriage and leaves for Paris to rebuild her life. 3 years later, she returns as a celebrated painter and begins working with rising businessman Liu Jingshun, who quickly becomes both her ally and protector. 2. 她不是坏女孩. Centered on the search for the truth behind her mother's death, it peels back the layers to reveal the conspiracies, sins, and human struggles behind a prominent family. In her struggle to break free from her constraints and seek the truth, Su Yuwei goes from lonely rebellion to receiving love and support. 1. Shui Ran Jiangyu. Lin Shuyue is considered by outsiders to be mentally impaired and easily manipulated because of a fire. Her mother and clansmen all died in that fire. For 10 years, she has pretended to have amnesia and secretly investigated the dark secrets behind the Lin family's pharmaceutical business, planning revenge. Jiang Jin appears cold on the surface, but in reality, he has been investigating the problems of the Lin family's pharmaceutical business. The two come together because of their respective purposes, testing and cooperating with each other, and gradually develop a feeling that transcends interests amidst the truth. 4. By Xia and I to Cho Run Bu Dui Jin. Lu Wanyan transmigrated into a book, starting in hell mode. She became the tyrant Yuan Zhe's enemy from her past life. And he, reborn, only wanted to kill her. Lu Wanyan desperately tried to survive, but Yuan Zhe harbored murderous intent at every turn. Finally, when Yuan Zhe pushed her towards an assassin's sword, she gave up hope. But as she turned to leave, Yuan Zhe, his eyes red, pulled her into his arms. You're not allowed to leave. Even my life wouldn't be enough. 5. Homa you do. Lu Wanyan transmigrated into a book, starting in hell mode. She became the tyrant Yuan Zhe's enemy from her past life. And he, reborn, only wanted to kill her. Lu Wanyan desperately tried to survive, but Yuan Zhe harbored murderous intent at every turn. Finally, when Yuan Zhe pushed her towards an assassin's sword, she gave up hope. But as she turned to leave, Yuan Zhe, his eyes red, pulled her into his arms. You're not allowed to leave. Even my life wouldn't be enough. 6. Qi Nu Zhang Tianxia. A dispossessed matriarch returns to the capital after 5 years to reclaim her inheritance, entering a contractual marriage with an amnesiac former lover. They must then navigate a treacherous plot involving family secrets, political intrigue, and a poisoned child to prevent a war. 7. Lang Yin Zhenhong Zhuang. Princess Jiang Shui Ran is kidnapped by bandit leader Yin Wu Xiao during a marriage alliance journey. She later enters the palace to find the emperor bedridden, only to discover Yin Wu Xiao has infiltrated the court in disguise to stay by her side. Together, they navigate treacherous palace intrigue and a power-hungry regent to survive. 8. Deng Dai and I to Jianglin. The female protagonist, in her quest to save her brother, accidentally discovers a method for repeatedly traveling through the pages of the book. It seems she can alter the male protagonist's tragic fate and his brother's illness by changing his descent into darkness. The male protagonist of the comic possesses both intelligence and a heart. Unlike the female protagonist, he can also descend into the world both inside and outside the pages. Before them lies a distorted, pseudo-orthopedic brother who considers himself a god who decides the fate of the characters he creates, and the digital physical forces that threaten the very foundation of the worlds they inhabit. 9. Yang Cheng Piancha. Cheng Huaizhou, the youngest partner at Maxwell Consulting, is a walking industry benchmark and a rational business decision-maker. Ruan Chayang, a workplace newbie who stumbled into the consulting industry due to layoffs, is full of unconventional methods and boundless energy. His perfect algorithms clash with her unpredictable ways. In this game of reason and emotion, love at first sight is the most beautiful data deviation. 10. Su Ni Gu Pan Shenghui. To reclaim her family fortune, Su Xianyan is forced into a marriage with He Xiaoyong, only to unexpectedly reunite with her first love, Gu Jianchuan, only to discover he has become He Xiao Yang's nephew and assistant. Su Xianyin attempts to use their past relationship to break the deadlock, but unexpectedly uncovers He Xiao Yang's secret. He Xiao Yang frames her, triggering a crisis of trust between the male and female leads. Su Xianyin joins forces with Gu Jianchuan to bring Li Mingzhang to justice, breaking the prison of He Xiao Yang's hatred. Su Xianyin and Gu Jianchuan finally achieve reconciliation through love and redemption. 11. Chao Han Shifu, Jinge Shueba Lao Gong Fa Jiaji Fu. Song Yin Shu, CEO of a publicly listed company, unexpectedly transmigrates into a super-strong orphan girl in a 1970s fishing village. Because no one dares to marry her, the original host's father appears in her dreams night after night, urging her to find a husband. She encounters Mu Shi-an, a sent-down young master with a cold, scientist temperament, whose looks and voice immediately capture her attention. After he agrees to marry into her family, the two wed in lightning speed. 12. Hiyu Hanlian, Dao Qibu Yan. After secretly loving Fu Lingsheng for 10 years and being married to him under a contract for 3 years, Xiao Jisoo finally looks forward to watching a meteor shower together with him. However, Fu Lingsheng leaves midway after receiving a call from his childhood friend Jianhua. Left alone at the stargazing camp, Xiao Jisoo is caught in an earthquake. In a moment when her life hangs in the balance, she sends Fu Lingsheng a message asking for help, only for it to be misunderstood as jealousy and deception, when in fact, the misleading message was sent by Jianhua. After narrowly surviving the disaster, Xiao Jisoo develops post-traumatic stress disorder. Completely disheartened toward Fu Lingsheng, she resolves to divorce him once the contract expires. 13. Hong Wanyi, Yun Shi, a woman of unrestrained charm and countless admirers, was suddenly transported into a fictional tale that vilified her, becoming a universally despised and wicked heiress. Her cold-hearted husband abandoned her with a letter of divorce. Her gloomy half-brother, whom she had once bullied, mocked her with disdain, and the hot-tempered prince she had once rejected now relentlessly pursued her. But not long after, Yin Chi chuckled. Didn't everyone say they hated me? Now, they're all vying to be my dogs. 14. Zhan and Tao Hun Ho, with Chung Lu Tanai Nai. Modern healer Lin Wan Ro is summoned by the spirit of her alternate self and transported into another world on that version's wedding day, tasked with rewriting her tragic fate. Thrust into a dangerous marquis household full of schemes and betrayals, she uses her sharp intellect and exceptional medical skills to transform a doomed destiny into one of strength, justice, and renewal. 15. Fangyang Ba Lao Ban. The drama explores how modern people can slow down in their fast-paced lives, rediscover the meaning of life, and experience the healing and beauty brought by grassland culture, offering a reflection on modern lifestyles. 16. Xin Tiao Chiyu. On the eve of her wedding, genius designer Ruan Qingqiu stumbles upon the truth that her fiancé, Fu Sili, and best friend Xia Yi were already together. Fu Sili and Xia Yi push Ruan Qingqiu into a swimming pool, leaving her in a vegetative state, and then seize all her design patents. As Ruan Qingqiu lies dying, she discovers the truth, but is powerless to do anything. Suddenly, she encounters Han Xingye, the messenger of the night. Han Xingye discovers that Ruan Qingqiu is Yun Wan, whom he has been searching for. Disregarding his own safety, he signs a devil contract with Ruan Qingqiu, helping her to inhabit the body of her assistant Jiang Anin. A revenge plot unfolds, and the devil contract slowly transforms into a heartbeat contract. 17. Long Zhongyu. Lung Xinyu, originally the eldest daughter of the Grand Secretary, was framed by a treacherous official and exiled to the frontier. She and her younger sister were forced to live among the common people. Later, she was adopted and trained as a secret guard by Prince Fu Mingyu, who then placed her undercover within Fu Minglu's inner circle. Lung Xinyu fell in love with Fu Minglu, and they consummated their relationship. When Fu Mingyu discovered this, he threatened Lung Xinu with her sister, forcing her to choose between two lives. For her sister's sake, Lung Xinu betrayed Fu Minglu years later. Fu Minglu returns with victory. What sparks will fly between them? 18. Zhao Yang Siwa. On the day Ruan Chaoyang is about to become a full-time employee, she is laid off. By chance, she meets Cheng Huaizhou, and her life trajectory changes from that moment on. With his recommendation, Ruan Chaoyang secures an opportunity at the top consulting firm, Maxwell. Relying on strong resilience, she gains a firm foothold and grows from a newcomer into an independent business analyst. 19. Qingshan Gui Yaochu. Zhou Jinliang, a man of great status, falls in love with Gu Yao at first sight and pursues her relentlessly. However, Gu Yao, due to the difference in their social standing, is both respectful and fearful of him, hesitant to confront her true feelings and repeatedly backing away. Zhou Zhenliang, however, is determined and pursues her relentlessly. 20. Shan Hun Tian Qi Jing Nung Su Ming. After her fate is stolen, mysticism-savvy Su Jin Huan is cursed with a shortened life and enters a contract marriage with terminally ill tycoon heir Fu Jinxiu to survive. Bound by a strange life extension system, they battle family conspiracies and a ticking clock, only to discover that love may be their only way out.